Hello everyone, this is Hoda Ganji, and in this video we are going to create a furniture family. The furniture is from Pottery Barn. It's going to be one family with four type options, and it's a round coffee table like this. As you see, the values are mainly in inches, so I'm going to go with a new family. I'm going to go with Imperial, and it's going to be a furniture family. Hit open. In order to create the four type options, I'm going to create a parameter for diameter and a parameter for height. Let's go with the first option, which is 42.5 for diameter, 16 inches, and these are the overall dimensions. So I'm going to go with the units, UN. I'm going to change the length to be on inches, and I'll go with 3 decimal places, and maybe I'll use the unit symbol for inches. OK and OK. I'm going to use a reference plane, type RP for reference plane. I'm going to put half of 42.5 on one side and the other half on the other side. So I'll go with 21.25 one side, the other side, also for the other direction. I'm going to get the dimensions here, di. This one is going to be equal. I'll get the overall dimension here, hit escape, select this, and this is what's going to be the diameter. So I'm going to create a parameter for this dimension, and I'm going to call it the diameter. As a type is good, OK. I'm going to type di for dimension here, here, and here. It's going to be equal again. And the overall, when you get it, hit escape, select this from the label menu, go with diameter. There we go. On the front view, I'm going to create another reference plane, RP. Pick this line, offset by 16 inches. Up here, escape, DI dimension, and hit escape again, select this. This one is going to be a new parameter. I'm going to call it the height, and OK. Let's go back to the reference level, and one little thing here, if you notice, is that the top shelf, the wood part, is a little bit inside because we're going to need some room for the legs. So I'm going to draw a circle extrusion, but I'm going to have 42 for diameter for the top shelf. So it's going to be a 1/4 of inch on each side as for the thickness of the legs. So let's go back to Revit. I'm going to go to the front view. I'm going to select this reference plane, hit escape, go with create, set, pick a plane, pick this one, go to the reference level, and here I'm going to draw an extrusion. Select the circle, one click here, 42 by 1 is going to be 21 in radius. So that 1/4 of inch is going to be left over there for the thickness of the leg, but it's going to be always 1/4 of an inch less than the diameter. So what I'm going to do is that I'm going to go with DI. I'm going to get this diameter dimension for this top circle, hit escape, select this, and this is also going to be a parameter, and I'm going to name it the diameter underline for the shelf. Hit OK. Then I'm going to go to my family types, and I'm going to say for the diameter of the shelf, always go with diameter minus half an inch, 2/4 inches on each side. Hit OK. Diameter, I might have I have a typo here. So first I need to get rid of this, go here. So click on it, go with edit. I'm gonna type it again. Okay. Now that there is no typo, I'm gonna type diameter, excuse me, diameter minus half an inch in here. Hit apply. Now it's all good. Okay, and finish this extrusion. On the front side, we know that it's 1 inch going down, so for extrusion end, I'm gonna go with -1. Okay, now we can try our table. So I'm gonna see if I go with, let's say 50 inches, this circle, the top shelf is responding. I'll go back, it's 42 and a half, it's all working okay, 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 and okay. To the front view, we also have 1 inch of the leg, the black part, then 1 inch above that, which is a second shelf. So I'll go here, I'm gonna go with RP, reference plane, pick line 1 inch for offset, and I'm gonna offset 1 inch above here, hit DI, get this dimension and lock it. So it's always gonna be 1 inch locked to the bottom. And as you see, it's going to start from 1 inch going up by 1 inch. Before going on, I'm going to select this. To the material, I'm going to assign a parameter. I'll click on Associate Family Parameter, click on New, and this is going to be material for the top, which is a wood. OK and OK. Then I'm going to select this. I'm going to copy to clipboard, and I'm going to say paste to same place. So it's copied on itself. Now I'll go with edit work plane, pick a plane, I'll pick this one. So the copied one goes here, and the only difference is that extrusion and is going to be +1 instead of -1. +1 is going to be, right? So these are the two shelves. Feel free to try it. Try the parameter. So if I go here, I say go with 50. Both of them respond, that's good. I'll go with 42 and a half. Also, if you change the height, the top one should respond, which it does. So it's all good so far. Okay, I'll go to the front view. I'm going to close the ceiling plan so there would be no confusion. We always use the reference level for floor plan. I'm going to have front view here. Next, maybe I can create the um, leg at the bottom, and we're gonna have also one at the top, a 1 inch offset from the top, from the height. So I need another reference plane here, RP. I'm gonna offset it by 1 inch. One click here, hit escape, DI, get this dimension and lock it. Okay. Next, maybe I'll go to this reference plane and I'm gonna draw my circular supporting here. So I'm going to go with create, set, pick a plane. I'll pick this plane. I'll go to reference level. Another extrusion. This time it's going to go all the way to the outside here. Now, in order for this circle to respond to this diameter, I need to type DI, get this diameter, the one on the outside here. Hit escape, select this, and I'm going to say for this one, follow the diameter itself. Finish this. And now let's go here, click on it, and it's going to be -1 for the extrusion. To the material for this one, I'm going to go with associate family parameter. It's going to be a new parameter, which I'm going to call material underline for the leg and support. So now let's check it. If I change the diameter, let's say to 30, both of them respond. That's good. I'll go back to 42 and a half, apply and OK. I'm going to select this one and copy, paste to the same place. Edit work plane, pick a plane. I'm going to move it down here and change extrusion end to 1. Hit apply. So far it seems all good. We have the 4 circular parts. Next, I need to create the 4 legs. It's 4¼ of an inch by 12 inches. It's actually by 13 inches. I think it's a small mistake here. But it's actually aligned with the edge of the circle. It's not totally rectangular, right? So it's 4¼ right? So first thing I want to do here is on reference level, 4.25 by 2 is going to be 2.125. I'm going to go with reference planes offset by 2.125 from the center one to right and left, and right and left here, hit escape. Now get dimension, di from here to here and here is going to be equal, and here to here it should be 4.25. That's good. Same here. Get the dimension, it's going to be equal dimension on this edge, and from here to here is 4.25, right? Now I'm going to go to front level. The leg is going to start on this reference plane 1 inch above the floor. So I'm going to go with create, set, pick a plane, pick this one, go to reference level. I'm going to go with an extrusion. Now I'm going to pick this line, lock it, this line, lock it, so it's going to be locked to the edge. I'm going to pick these two reference plane, and I'm going to trim this part, trim and trim here, trim and trim here. Then I want to pick this line, lock it, this line, lock it, and trim here and here. Okay, I'm going to finish this. To the material, I can go with associate family parameter, select the material of the leg that we already created, hit OK. On the front view, I'm going to move this up and lock it to the bottom of the top circular part, like this. Okay, now if I look at it, if I go here and change, let's say the diameter to, let's say 28 inches, it's gonna follow, it's all good. I'll go with 42.5. Last thing I need to do is to have this edge on the other three sides. So I'm gonna go here, select that leg. I'm gonna go with edit extrusion. I'm gonna select this extrusion. I'm gonna say mirror. It's gonna be mirrored on that side. I wanna select it again, and I wanna say copy or rotate. And I wanna say where you are rotating, also copy that. I'm gonna place the center here, rotate by 90 degrees. Finally hit escape, select this and mirror on this other side. Finish this extrusion. I'm gonna look at it on this view. Now, if I go with a different diameter, let's say 30, it all follows, that's good. And it's gonna keep being 4.25 on the uh, width for the leg, that's good. I'll go with 42.5 here, apply and OK. So it's all nice and good now. And see that we have only two material, one material for these three objects, which is material of the leg, one material for these two, which is material for the top or for the shelf. Next thing I need to do, I'm going to create four type options. The first one is 42.5 by 16. So I'm going to go here and I'm going to go with new type. I'm going to call it 42.5 by 16. It's 42.5 by 16. That's good. Apply it. I'll go with a new one. Second type is going to be 30 inches by 16. It's a bit smaller, so 30 by 16. I'm going to put the diameter on 30. That remains 16 the height. Apply. OK. I'll go back to my family types. So far I have two options. I'm going to create a third one, which is a smaller and higher one, which is going to be like in the corner between the sofas. It's going to be 24 by 24, 24x24, okay. And diameter is 24, height is also 24. Hit apply. This another one. Hit apply. A new type, and this last one is going to be 12 actually. Maybe we'll go with 16. 12 is too small. 16 by 24. I'm going to type 16 by 24. Diameter is going to be 16. Height is remaining 24. Apply and OK. Right? So this is my type 1. This is my type 2. This is my type 3. And this is my type 4. all in one family. I'll go with type 1, that's the main one in this case. Now I'm going to save this family and load it into the project, and I'll show you how to assign material. So save the family. I'm going to name this round table. One option, I'll go with one option as backup. Save it, I'll replace it with what I have. Then I'm going to open a new project. So I'll go with new model. It doesn't matter this project is metric or imperial. I might go with metric, open, OK. The units doesn't matter. I'm going to load this into project and close. Put one of them here. Let's look at it here. And this one is a round table. If I go here, you see all the options are here, right? So maybe I'll have this one. I'm going to copy this 4 times here. 1, 2, 3, and 4. First one is going to be type 1. Second one, I'll put it on type 2, type 3, and type 4. Just so we see. Type 4. There we go. So now one last thing I want to do, I want to assign material. I'm going to click on this one, edit. I'm going to click here to assign a material. I'm going to create a new material, rename. This is going to be called Biscardi wood. On the appearance, I'm going to go with an image. And this is this wood panel that you see here. I'm going to select it. Under graphics, I'll say go with using the render appearance, so it's going to have more or less the same color. Feel free to go with edit image here. You can say the sample size that I have, which is 1 foot by 1 foot. You can say the sample is like 2 foot by 2 foot. Done. OK and OK. I'm going to put this on realistic. Now you see it applied it on this one. I actually need to go one by one. And now that I have the material, I can just go ahead and assign it. Next one, assign the same material. And the last one, assign the same material. OK and OK. Now select this and go to the type for the material of the leg. I'm going to create a new material. I'm going to name it table leg. Under appearance, this time I'm just going to assign a color. But what color is it? Let me show a trick. If you don't know a color of something, go with insert in PowerPoint. If you don't have Photoshop, you can just draw any image here. For the shape fill, I'm going to go with eyedropper and click here somewhere. Again, I use this option. Now that I have it, so I'll go here, I'll go with eyedropper and click somewhere on the leg. I'll go with shape fill, more fill colors, and it's 31, 30, 28. 31, 30, 28 for RGB. So I'll go here for the color, I'll go with 31, 30, and 28. 30, 28, and you get the exact same color. Hit OK. For graphic again, I'll go with use same color, which is 31, 30, 28. Hit OK, hit OK. I can assign material of the leg to this one. I can assign material of the leg to this one too. And finally to this one. Okay, now if I see this on level 1, you can also put it on realistic here if you want. I can also tag them, so I'm going to go with annotate, tag by category, tag this one. I'm going to need a tag for furniture, yes. The tags are always under annotations, so I'm going to go with annotations. I'll go one step back. I'll go with English US annotations. It's going to be a furniture tag. If you don't find it here, go to the architectural menu and metric furniture tag. OK. One click here. And what is the tag reading? It's basically reading the edit type. So I'm going to go here and let's say I'll go with type mark. I'm going to call this maybe TL01, table number 1. Feel free to select this tag, edit family. Sometimes I would like to maybe put these lines as invisible, load into project and override so I don't see the line. I'm gonna go with tag again. TG is for tag. I'll tag this one, and this one. Again, what is it reading here in the tag? It's reading the type mark. You can change it to mark if you want. What's the difference here? Mark is the value here. Type mark is under edit type here. So I'm gonna go with this one being TL02, this one to be TL03, and this one under edit type I'm gonna assign TL04. See that if I assign the same thing, it's gonna show a message, so I'll have to go with a different one. Okay, now if I get a furniture schedule, like if I go here, schedule and quantities for furniture, I'm gonna say, tell me how many I have, tell me maybe on which level they are, what's their type, and what's their type mark. That sounds good, hit OK. I'm gonna make this a bit larger. So I have these 4 types, one of each in this project, and it's all showing OK here. Now if I had 2 of one of these, let's say 2 of this one here on the schedule, you're gonna see that it's itemizing them. So if I go to sorting grouping, if I say don't itemize, now it's going to put all of them in one row. I'll go back with sorting grouping and I'm going to say sort them by type here. Hit OK. Now you see I have 2 of this type and 1 each for the other types, right? I can also say after type mark, I'll go with descending here. So it's going to go 1, 2, 3, 4. So I have 2 of this one and 1 for each of the other types. Sometimes I would like to go with appearance. I want to remove the blank row before data, and I'm going to go with stripe rows. Hit OK. Now it looks a bit nicer. That's it for this video. Thank you so much. Please like and subscribe for more videos.